That's great. hear me from here. You didn't pick that up? Okay, so I'll keep talking. I'm looking at a yellow light and a green light. I'm looking at a woman with green bandanas. You're good. Okay.
I'm looking at a wannabe.
Sorry, you're good.
I'm looking at beautiful flowers.
You're better.
I'm looking at beautiful ladies in the background over there wearing pink and blue and orange and purple and a beautiful brown suit.
No.
My name is Mame MBaye, and I'm looking. Okay, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at these 3 cameras over there in the back.
Yes.
And I'm real nervous.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, hello. My name is Cassandra Catalina Montgomery. All right.
Got it.
That's it.
That's funny.
See, he doesn't have to test himself.
Hi. This is what we do at the station. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They let me count to 60. And then when they get to Jolene, they do 2 and it's okay.
1, 2, you good?
Yeah. No. I gotta go to 60 to get to 2. She goes to 2 and they say, okay, that's good enough. I'm like, okay, I'll get you later.
question because we're gonna start in the program as much as training the kids to go sanitation first. You know, for instance, you go to school, I mean, kids, you know, they touch everything. They, you know, they don't know how to take care of themselves. And the parents don't know better. So we're gonna start with that. Because we're planning to go there to train the children, the mothers, and the teachers, and everybody, so they can actually start like that to be healthy. And then second, you know, in terms of you know, having a nurse in this on site, like she's mentioning. So if something happens, they can just address it quickly.
What's the side for?
A lot of the things that Nathan Mom wants to, I would say, bring about is kind of changing the culture in Senegal. Those are things that in America we take for granted. When you send your kid to school, he goes to school, and you don't think about those things, you know, like health, food. Most schools have a cafeteria, or the children get a meal, get breakfast, lunch, fresh water, things of this nature that we tend to take for granted and we don't fully appreciate. But when you go to places like Senegal, you realize that a child has walked maybe 4 or 5 miles just to get to school. And by the time he gets to school, he's thirsty, he's tired, he gets to class, now he's got to go through an entire day of studying and so on and so forth. And so what they wanted to introduce is this idea of having a cafeteria, having food available for children daily, because a lot of these kids come from humble and poor backgrounds, so they don't have a lunch box and things like that. Simple things, a backpack. So those are things that school supplies. So those are some of the things that we were trying to provide. And we invite anybody who has the resources or even have any type of suggestion to contact us. I mean, again, the website is familybridgefoundation.org, and all the information is there.
Eddie, tell me with your other names that you have, Lazy Eye and HemetEye, tell us the way that you're helping people with your program and doing the wonderful things you and your wife are doing, and creating.
By the way, your wife is here, and
yeah, she's right over here behind the computer, so running our DJ. She's the lady DJ, the crazy guy with the lazy eye. That's my motto.
And for our first-time viewers that we've done it from Hemet, who's the lady with the camera today?
This is April O'Neill. She's one of our HemetEyeNews reporters. We call her the go-to girl.
The go-to girl, yes, she is.
And we have a future helping cameraman in here, my neighbor, Mr. Pugh. And my wife is sitting there sending this telecast to my daughter in Chicago.
By the way, we want to thank your wife for the incredible catering today. The food was delicious. You need to invoice them with the Family Bridge Foundation. Don't invoice me.
This is
go online and
eat your own and pay your own.
Well, it was good.
Can you kind of tell us what you guys are doing for the
Well, we actually started HemetEyeNews back in January. It's basically a community news group for the community, by the community. We're short-handed out here in Hemet with our police department. You know, our police really needs all the help they can get, uniting this community together to basically keep our eyes out for each other. You know, we're bringing Southern hospitality to Southern California.
Beautiful. With the food.
Exactly, with the food.
And
Basically, our goal with HemetEyeNews is not just to be a news station, but to be a community organization to bring our community together, unite our community together, where the more eyes that we have out in the public looking out, the more eyes we have having our police officers' backs. We have a lot of people that actually go to our news source. We're on Facebook, search HemetEyeNews on Facebook, 2 words. And everybody just, if you see something happening, you know, you post it. And all our posts that comes into the news site, you know, we approve it or disapprove it. You know, it has to go through us before it goes to the community.
Could you tell us that process, because it's really important, because what you're doing is you're actually using the power of what we're all doing to help each other and to know about each other. And that's really important. Now, the reason I'm spending a little more time in your area is that, can you tell them that the different organizations you're working with and the new opportunities you worked up with, because if if you open those up, it opens up for them and us.
Right.
So we need to know about the ones like that and the goals that you're helping.
Yeah, we work with a few local organizations.
A lot of stuff.
We got the Ramona Bowl Amphitheater out here. The Ramona Bowl's been out here for 90-something years. Very beautiful outside amphitheater, mountainside, beautiful view, hosts about 5,000 people. Sorry, I'm still choking over here on the Kool-Aid. But we also work with our historic Hemet Theater out here promoting it. We hold about 400 people. The theater's been built back in 1921. And we're restoring the history of the historic theater, trying to bring the life back to a theater. We had a good show right here. If you see on the back, we had the Beach Boys tribute last night, Surf's Up. We sold out, and we sold out 3 times, believe it or not.
That's
I don't
impressive.
know how you sell out tickets or sell out on a concert 3 times, but we did it. But we had a really good outcome. HemetEyeNews really promoted hard for that show. We brought a lot of people from the community out there. We also working with the local newspaper out here called the Valley Chronicle. Valley Chronicle has been out here for about 4 years. It's a strong newspaper. They came to us wanting some help to bring news stories to the newspaper. So with our news reporters that we have, now uniting the community together to, if you see something, film it, take pictures of it. It comes to us. We put it out through our social media, also on the HemetEyeNews.com website. And now, therefore, it's now available for all the community to see. The newspapers will also use it. We have a lot of news stations like KTLA 5. Fox News just started following us as well.
I just started following you too. We follow you now.
Oh, that's right. All the way from Africa. But it's basically the more people that we have out keeping each other's eyes and ears open, somebody's going to know something, somebody's going to see something. Our police department follows our page because they are able to solve a lot of crimes because people talk. And they talk in HemetEyeNews and they see that and it helps them a lot. The mayor of the Hemet actually loves what we're doing as well. So it's a good organization.
Okay, well, it looks like we're going to have to take time for a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
All right.
Wow.
You definitely went over on the 15. I've been trying to get your attention.
Right.
Trying to get your attention without disruption of a speaker is, or a mic is not easy.
You go like, you just do a jumping jack.
Should get a marshmallow gun. Shoot marshmallows at him.
That was good.
That was good.
That was good.
Was it good stuff or what?
Yeah, it was. It was very good.
We could do the second half with the African accent. So we're here for the Family Bridge Foundation.
Yes!
We want to help the children in Africa.
So the next newscast,
Love
you're going
it.
to bring that gal that does the dance, did the dancing last night, right?
Oh.
She would get our attention.
program today, Living in America, with the help of the HemetEyeNews, the guy with the crazy eye. We're still hooked up with the Pasadena version, but this is the Hemet version from Living in America. We had guests here who we've been talking about the programs that they have with the Grace Foundation, the Family Grace Foundation. That has a workshop, cooking program, food distribution, homeless feeding, financial improvement, awareness programs, women and resource workshops. But this section also includes my other guest, who is Mr. David Keys, and he's going to tell you what he does.
What do I do? Basically, I just write websites for HemetEyeNews.
You do more than that.
I do more than that. Sometimes I do go out and do some reporting. I do whatever needs to be done.
These are jack of all trades and master of none.
No, you got that from that. I'm going to tell him you can't use that. Yes. So, and what else do you do?
What else do I do?
Yeah, they want you to move over to the side.
Yeah, we can't
Oh, I got to go.
Come closer. Yeah, come closer to us.
Not too close.
Yeah.
We're not going to bite you, Mr. Keys, we promise.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're not gonna bite.
I want to get that in writing.
Somebody got a pen?
No, we don't have a pen for that. Yeah.
So anyway, I write the websites. Just like I'll do for anybody else, I write the websites for HemetEyeNews.
And if somebody wants you to do it, how do they contact you?
How do they contact me? Well, they will see my advertisement on HemetEyeNews or HemetNews.com. Maybe I've got those reversed. Sometimes I do that.
Okay.
There we go. We got his website pulled up right here on the screen, folks. Got his number right there.
Okay.
So you're a web designer as well.
Correct.
Go ahead, Beth.
Good.
In fact, that's how I got to know Eddie. I was looking for an advertiser, or a way to advertise. Excuse me.
Beautiful. So Eddie, why don't you tell your relationship and how he's really supported the cause, and that's what we're going to end up doing. I'm Living in America is going to be supporting the cause, as you already know. You don't have to mention it, you know, but we think this is the greatest thing I've ever seen, and I've been producing for 5 to 6 years on a big media, and I think eventually we're going to end up having a community access channel that we can actually orchestrate and perpetrate so that people get the real deal, and there's government facilities and things that can be given to you because of your thing, which is what Sandra does. You know, she does all the food, and she's been on my show. She was on, we put her in a parade, in the Black Week parade, and Whole Foods saw her. And they said, come over and get some more food.
Right.
And so she's doing that, and it's just really important for her to do that. And Sandra, Sandra guests on my shows. And once again, Sandra, can you real quickly just mention what it's like to have hooked up with them and be able to have them come over here and come from LA and do all this stuff?
Oh, with the guests today?
Yes.
Oh, it is really an honor, and it's that we all attracted each other, was able to get together and share the same interest. Because truly, I know for myself and for them, I don't know about others. We truly cannot be happy in life if there's 2/3 of the planet miserable. What I wish and pray for myself, I include the whole of humanity in it, and it comes back if people only did that. You know, usually we always wish, we pray, we do this in life. And then it came to me 2 years ago, include the whole of humanity in it. And they do. And we have like interests, and like attracts like.
That's right. I want to
And it
say
is power.
how amazing this woman is. I mean, we are truly blessed to have her be affiliated with this nonprofit and helping us out. Yesterday, as a matter of fact, we were with her in Boston, right? We had mentioned him. We went to Whole Food, and like you said, food and stuff. The work that she put in getting the food that's getting ready to be thrown away, and go through it and make sure that we separate the the food based on whether it's vegetables, fruits, bread, and so on and so forth. It takes hours to do that, and she does it out of the kindness of our heart, and we were able to help her, and we were able to also help other community associations because of her.
Cassandra, could you tell the people what you need right now to keep doing what you're doing real quick?
Oh, let me see. Well, for me personally, there's always a nice help to be able to have gasoline gas cards. That helps, you know. And
She needs a van. She needs a new van. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
We need a new transportation because the car that she's using is really not.
And she travels
tax
a
write
lot. She travels a lot, goes back and forth to places, and she consumes a lot of gas and all that stuff. So
And she locates certain families that she'll be getting the food, and while Bob and herself and we help her separate the food, she'll be already making, you know, boxes for people. These boxes go to that family. This is for this community association. It's a lot of time. I'm tired just thinking about it right now.
Yeah, I've been there.
Well, actually, I have volunteers to help do that.
What makes Eddie tick? If you look at the camera, she runs the operation from a bar.
The wrong camera.
I don't know what camera
That's
you're
okay
looking
to come over here.
That's fine. We're still Eddie.
One of the things with HemetEyeNews, Eddie was a little modest. We are not from California. We are from the Southeast. Where we come from, our communities are very strong bonded. So everyone cares about everyone. If this one doesn't have food or needs help with their electric or whatever, the whole community pulls together. And when we came to California, we seen the chaos in Hemet. And it broke our hearts because we're very kind-hearted people like you all. We care about helping others, giving to others. And he started HemetEyeNews when the dog, the police dog Sultan got shot and killed in a police thing. And he's seen how much crime was here, and he's like, well, if we could get the community to pull together, to watch out for each other, help make this a better place for the children.
We could take our town back.
We could take the town back from the criminals. But it's not just that. He's also leading all the people who follow him to Hope Foods, to anywhere that can assist them with housing, food, anything like that.
Wow.
So it's not just about the news, it's also about helping the community in any way we can.
And my wife, I'm having my wife stand there because she, if she wasn't putting up with me, you know how they say them sisters, you know, I ain't kicking his hat.
We're gonna go hungry.
You got me on that one day because you came to the house and I said it's too hot to cook right now, and you said that's what a black woman would say. And I told you, I said, well, you forget I am black because my nana.
Yeah, so I just want you to meet Jolene, and I've been married for 44 years. And
she's a good woman.
We've been doing all this stuff. And just like I was saying, just like, hey, don't think you're gonna get extra plate. I've done that, you know what I mean? And it's the same thing with Mr. Keys here. You know, he doesn't say a lot, but you know, it's just like he said about the websites. How can somebody contact you again? Because you kind of gave me a little slight answer about that thing, and I didn't get. We didn't understand it. So you speak in the English language and let us know exactly what we're talking about.
What?
Give me your phone number.
My phone number, 951.
And this is for. You gotta say what it's for.
Oh, it's for
Switch
RGK Software Internet Solutions.
And the number again?
951-588-4802.
While we're doing this,
Did that come through?
I want to give credit to the young lady behind the camera. You need to talk about her. She came and set up the set today, and you need to know if somebody needs a set down or something done. Who is that?
Our
She's
go-to
the
girl.
HemetEyeNews go-to girl right here. So I want to switch her out with my wife. Let my wife hold this little camera here. Let her come over here and introduce herself to us. We're gonna get Miss April O'Neil into the picture with us. All right, this is one of our hearts and souls of HemetEyeNews.com. I think you should see she's right there on the screen. She's been with us since about day one that we started. She's really put her heart and soul into Hemet News. She's got a real good passion for our community. Her and our chief news reporter, Miguel Shannon, who is basically, he's been with me about 2 weeks since I started Hemet News. And him and her really partners up together. They go out on scenes. I mean, a lot of times these two will beat the police to the scenes. The police roll up and like shake their heads like, how in the heck did you get here so quick? You know, these two are filming the police showing up on the scene. So we're giving them, right, people want to see reality news. We're bringing it to you live as it happens straight to your cell phone.
And like you were saying, gasoline cards would be amazing because they're doing all this out of their own pockets. Volunteer.
My bills are all behind now from this. I
So,
take a step
so
back
this
for a
is the
while,
reason
so
why
I
we're
can
making
adjust.
sure on this first telecast that we actually talk about the people who are here. Can we talk about the people who aren't here?
Yeah, we've got some great guys on our team and gals. We have a dispatcher. The way we operate is we got Tiffany Anderson. She's dispatcher. I'm dispatch one. Yes, very well. She's our dispatcher number 2. We break up into shifts. We have Randall Nilsson as a news reporter as well. We have John Kemp as a news reporter. We also have Elizabeth Swanson with the theater. Her and her husband Nathan Swanson is also news reporters with us as well. We also have Dave Keys goes out as a news reporter. We also have Miguel Shannon. He's basically my right-hand man that is over all the news reporters. We have a group called Epicenter News. That don't tie us down to Hemet. That way, if there's a big news story in Riverside or LA or anywhere, we can actually send Epicenter News out there so they don't say, well, what's Hemet News doing out here in LA?
That, and we leave the Hemet News for the community to put their footage and get it included in there. That's going to be more of the footage of just the videos, just the pictures. Not going to have too much. It'll be commentary.
The Epicenter News, how we operate that Epicenter News is a group that we bring all the professional news streamers that's got new cameras that can go out and get good stories. And we put all their stories on the Epicenter News, which we then share all of those stories online and stories streaming live. So HemetEye News is powered by Epicenter News. That's where our new cameras are.
So one more time, CEO, what do you need? Where are you at? What in the public?
Okay, as CEO, right here in Los Angeles, the challenge we have here we use our own vehicle to transport the food. And sometimes we have to go back and forth. So we need vans to transport the food from Whole Food Market to from people in downtown or to the Mission or to the downtown Human Center.
You're a 501c3.
We have, we are 501c3. In Senegal, what we're doing right now, we want to build 3 cafeterias in different areas for those children to at least have 1 meal a day. Some children, like how you said it, they walk miles to go to school in the morning, don't eat nothing from 8 to 4, walk miles again and go back home. We want to do something about it.
Yeah, right now we're fundraising actually. We're getting ready to go to Senegal for a trip. We just to visit the offices that we set up there in 3 different cities. We're fundraising for backpacks, food supplies, and also, a little bit of funds to build the cafeterias. That's what we're getting ready to do because we're leaving mid-October for 2 weeks, and we're going to be filming and showing exactly what we're doing to bring it back here so people know what we're doing.
Bring it back. While you're there, you can scream it over here.
Well, we need to take you with us. We need to take HemetEye's news
And
with
some
us.
people are going with us too. We have people from
So
volunteers.
what's going to happen is, my organization, Live America, my wife and I, we're going to work with you to support some of your endeavors with equipment, computers, and stuff through the organization that we're dealing with. When we go tomorrow, Eddie and I, we're going to go to a 501c3 concept and see John Smith and stuff. You got anything?
One other thing I want to say real quick is that they, what we do, I say they because I'm not the one cooking, you know? But twice a month, we feed the homeless downtown. So it's this incredible event where 300 plates, 350 homeless come and get a warm home-cooked meal with, you know, fruit and vegetables and chicken and rice and a lot of different type of food. And we invite youth to come in. The last feed that we had the Fairfax High School basketball team came in, and their coaches and their teachers and parents were there to witness and also volunteer. And they were so impressed with how it was empowering for the players and their kids. So they want to be more involved, and they want to have other schools participate in that. So we want to each time bring different, you know, community association, different youth group, and so on and so forth. You want to add to this? Or?
Yes, what we're doing is, right now, Fairfax High School is doing a program that they call Kids Closet. Every single student leave the clothes we don't need to the school, so we wash them, we pack it, and we go and give it to other children. That's a wonderful
I'm
day.
going to check with the organizations I had when I was empowered, if that's the word I can use. The Salvation Army, there are mediums where they get a lot of clothes that they don't have. They put it on these wire bins and they sell it to these places and stuff. And I'm going to show you where you can contact the right people in order to facilitate that. And a lot of organizations we have, I'm going to see if we can find out, get you some soccer balls for kids for stuff like that.
That would be great.
Yeah, because that's the problem. I'm personally trying to help something like Europe, but I know that if I send it, it's just the big people is going to take it. So I don't want to do that.
Yeah, that's why we made it a point to go by ourselves and distribute it ourselves and make sure that it gets to the right people.
What about clothes?
Clothes,
Yes,
sure,
we do
clothes
that
is good.
Yeah, clothes as well.
School supply is good, but the most urgent thing is just the education. We need
But
to focus on the
what
education.
was great last time downtown is each kid brought some of their own, you know, clothes from tennis shoes and so on and so forth. And they gave them to the homeless.
Well, you can
And
send
non-perishable food.
Go ahead, Sandra. You can send this stuff to us from down there when you're doing it, and Eddie will be glad to.
You take videos of it, we'll
We
talk
have-
on the
we-
stream.
Also,
Yeah.
we document videos as well.
I will.
And we thank Coach Kibani for that.
And we'll even come out to Africa and we'll videotape.
Please
have-
come.
we have a
You're welcome
website.
to.
Yes,
Welcome.
That would be like that.
Yeah.
I was gonna.
you have all the pictures in there.
Is the website
We
good
need a
enough?
website.
Man,
You contact him.
I was gonna shake him down. I know
Yeah.
somebody.
That's right.
I'm gonna get a free
You will.
website.
Yeah.
I need
Does anybody have anything they want to say?
Yes, how about, you know, for instance, that show on television, what's his name? He goes to the different countries and tastes the food. then you can go to the different countries and see, you know, filming from the culture here and the immediate the immediate situations right here at this time in Senegal and other places.
That's a great idea, but Karima, you don't want to say that on TV. Everybody's going to steal your idea.
I've been pulling an idea myself.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
No.
So let
People
me
like to
just
see something variety.
let me just put this into the right perspective. Anytime that you're available to come and send us something if you can't come, send us something so that we can put it on the show and do it. So right now, I'm interviewing something to our show. I did it to you, Cassandra, right? And we really appreciate it. We think this is great. And if you're in the area, you guys come by, you're welcome to stay here and hook up with some of the organizations that we're dealing with. We have a lot of people here that really don't know about what he's able to bring up. Even people that have been here for 100 years, you know, they just don't have facilities like this. So if we can build him up and let him not have to worry about bills and just deal with the stuff and the guys get back in the car, it'll be good. So anything that we can do,
We'll be able to keep it.
yeah. Now this should show you the gentleman that come with his family, he helped me do a lot of stuff here. They're coming in, and it's just a privilege to have a place where people can come in, that you can actually have a place that's nice for them to do something. So whatever happens today with the show and stuff, you're welcome to any time. Cassandra, I want to thank you. And David, I appreciate you as a supporter of this program and the nothing.
And we want to thank you for being such a great host.
But I have to,
I love your shirt and tie combination.
Well, I have a whole bunch of combinations that you can learn from.
I'm taking notes.
I have a tie that says don't try this. I have a tie that says you may try this. I have shoes that say you don't want me to get angry with you. You know, I had to, Cassandra would tell you, I was so unique. I was, this is my life.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I can tell you this here. The judges that helped me to be what I was able to do is outstanding. Today I just look at the stuff like I'm looking at you for this opportunity that you have here. The idea of how your wife puts up with you and how my wife puts up with me. No, really. I mean, when you think we're going to be gone for half a day and you don't.
Yeah, you both got me in trouble last night.
But the thing is, what
Can you
you're
speak
doing
up
is
a
so
little bit
important.
louder on that?
Yeah. Good wife.
Yeah, right.
Like you, yeah. So, thank you very much for coming. And I don't know how much time we have left on the show. But we're just doing that for us. So, Cassandra, thank you again.
Hope you're
Thank you, Cassandra. Big round of applause for you. So
I'm
sweet.
so honored, and I'm so amazed at how they handle him here. But you know, isn't it interesting how like attracts like and how you met them too? Because they are so much in tune with their life here that they're attracted to simultaneously with what the events are, and they're like a magnet. You know,
Right. You're a magnet, man.
wherever city you are in, like Pasadena or anywhere, you just attract and you just be one with all the people, and before you know it, you know half the town.
Right.
You know,
And
in
you know what's
the
really
Black
good?
History Parade too,
You
that
know what's
everyone's
really,
cheering
you know what's
him.
really good about this stuff? We do a thing called honor week. Eddie's gonna get one. The car club is gonna get one. I got a lot of them from Adam Schiff.
Can I get one
Oh,
too?
yes.
You may get one.
One more thing,
Yes.
can they be in the Black History Parade?
Yes, that's
in
what I
the
just
moonlight?
Yeah, because we already black, so we should be.
No, you can't get it because
See, I'm black too, but I was just born in the daytime.
Oh,
no, you just don't have enough melanin.
Okay.
So anyway,
And I'm not leaving here until I have a tan.
we're gonna set everything up so that each of us feel comfortable with. I'm just telling you about the award. I got these awards from Donna Rich, Carol Loon, Adam Schiff, all this stuff. And what it is a thing that we can make up, and it can be handed used. It's better for us to give it to you than for you to give it to somebody. What we do is we give you this award and we thank you for your efforts, and we give one to them. And what they do is it really helps because we give it to individual people. And it's just something that says thank you for what you do. Because most agencies, they just think they have stuff. They're not going to honor anybody else. It's just like you. You came here today and you just threw my couch was okay.
I've never set states.
And she just threw my stuff together like that. And if you don't have somebody like Eddie that's willing to come and stuff, just like last night. We did all that stuff all day, whatever time, and then we were coming home, and then it was a scene with the cops. So we had to go to the scene. So you can't just go and say, well, you know, I'm tired, we're gonna go. You gotta go to the next step. And that's what she was talking about him, because you gotta take care of your health.
He never stopped.
And you gotta stop, and you gotta sleep.
What's sleep? I don't know what sleep is, but when you're news never stops.
And the way I see it is like with what you do, you all do, opposed to what we do and what other people do. Anything that involves the community, if everyone just pulls together, we would have the perfect world to live in.
Well,
I mean, if everyone would stop being
Stop
so
thinking of themselves.
selfish
Well,
and greedy.
that's the thing. I've heard this from kindergarten.
So true. So
That
true.
if we would all pull together, we're not gonna pull together. I'm not pulling with Donald Trump.
Just put
I'm not
yourself in
pulling
someone
with,
else's
I'm not
shoes for
pulling
one
with
day.
some of the people on the left and the left and all the other stuff they do. I'm pulling with Eddie. I'm pulling with you. And I'm pulling with you. I can't go to the left and go to the right. I gotta stay on the right and not on the left. Only because if I'm trying to deal with people who don't want to listen, I'm wasting my time. There's too many other people to deal with. And it's just like somebody coming here right now and saying, oh, I gotta beat Ellie at 6, okay? Then don't come. Stay in LA for the 6 o'clock appointment. Because what we're trying to do here is we're trying to work something out, to make something out of something. We don't have time to be looking. So that's why, as a person who's doing these shows and come out here to Hemet, I see all the great things of Hemet, and that's why I am called Commissioner. And that's because I earned the right, and I have the right because of my position that I've had. So if somebody's wondering why they call me Commissioner, come and let me show you what they call me Commissioner. You know, right. And then let's see why they call you your name. You have to change your name.
That's right. By the way, Hemet is a beautiful city.
It is very nice.
So I want to thank my wife who's out there bringing some more people in. I want to thank you for putting up with Eddie. Young lady, I know when you get back you might get there. And thank you, David, for everything. So as of right now, are we gonna keep on rolling or
I'm having fun listening to you, Commissioner. You're doing a good job.
Well, let me tell you, a lot of the people at the thing last night at the Beach Boys, they really missed a good show. And what's coming up next? Can you tell them?
We've got actually on Saturday, September 22nd, we've got the Rock and Roll with Jerome coming in. It's going to be $18 pre-sale tickets and $20 at the door.
And what's the one with the remote?
It's not the one that platters, but
No, yes, that's the
wrong, right?
I've got pictures of him when he was when I was with my Puerto Rican husband, and then we had the prince and everyone there. And it was the original platters, and he sat right in there and held my kids when they were little babies. The original platters, right?
You'll see the original platters.
I had to bring the photograph.
So, as I was saying, with the way that we're having this show, this is great. So, if anybody out there wants to come and help us, if you have the world involved to help some of the people here, give them a call again at what number?
Okay, at 213-905-0292 and 323-936-5434.
Can you say that number again? What is it?
213-905-0292, 323-936-5434.
You can't miss that, folks, right there.
David, one more time. What do you? David saying something. What's your number again?
My phone number is 951-588-4802, or you can get to me at RDK Software. The initials RDK, the word software.com.
And that's for what again?
And that's for my website business, for my
Internet solution.
Which we have
internet solutions. Yes, excuse me. I create websites. I do consulting for security and network administration, things of that nature.
And one more time, HemetEyeNews.
HemetEyeNews.com.
Right. You were telling people you forgot to tell people about your eye that you put on the cars and how
Our decals.
Yeah, we have a decal. If you noticed, we have, as you see right here on our thing, is I've got a lazy eye. The biggest, normally was the Big Brother eye that they use for neighborhood watch and all that. Well, of course, you see mine is a lazy eye because I was born with a lazy eye. So I tell everybody I'm the crazy guy with the lazy eye, and I can see around corners. So you better look out for it.
Well, I don't know how much longer we can send you.
Yes, I had one thing to say. Their foundation is a 501c3, and it is tax deductible. And is your tax number on your website?
And I am an actor for hire, so you can just call my agent.
And yes, you know, you're going to be working for free.
That's right, exactly.
I'm ready to go to Senegal.
I'm going to say, Eddie,
I would love to
good
go.
enough.
That's right.
Do it again.
Do it again.
Yeah. I have a website. It's www.kamalmuma, KAMALMOUMMAD.
Careful, ladies, he's single.
Yeah, and I need you to help me out with that website. It's okay, but.
And another thing I too want to do is get Dave Keys a shout out on. We got, when we first started HemetEyeNews, which we got one of them on the tripod that we can't really show you because it's videotaping us right now. We've got a bunch of freelance volunteer news reporters. When we've been started, you know, we were out, you know, taking videos with cell phones. And a lot of times we can't get the proper type of footages that we needed. We had to be really too close to the cops, which, you know, we're out here to respect the police, give them their space that they need to do their job safely and us not get in their way, but get the footages for our community to see what's going on. And the police, when every scene that we cover with our law enforcement out here, we support our police. We give them copies of everything we cover, so that way if they need it in court, written, you know, they have it. So thanks to Mr. Keys with RDK, he actually came through and donated a bunch of these cameras that we can get good zoom.
Good job.
And if it wasn't for Mr. Keys, Miguel Shannon wouldn't be having these stuff. April wouldn't have the camera she got. We wouldn't have one that we have now.
I'm gonna get a camera too as well after the show, right?
Well, if I can go on with the story of what that happened.
Go right ahead, Dave.
Yes. One night, one of our reporters, and I believe it was April. Maybe apparently I was wrong now. Okay.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
Anyway,
everybody's following us, and you know.
Followed.
It
One
was
of
when
the
we
gang
first
members,
started up.
local gang members followed you home.
No. Wrong.
No?
I mean, if the story's going to be told, let it be told
Okay.
Go ahead and
correctly.
tell the story, girl.
It was my beginning of when I first started going out and patrolling, that me and Miguel call it, which is we're waiting for a call to come in over the scanner. It's not like we're looking for anything that's happening. We're not looking for crime scenes or anything. But when a call comes in, we're hoping that we're ready to go and on the road and at least in drive. As I came home to go take a little break, get some water and whatnot, I went inside and I came back out. 3 black gentlemen ran past my house and down my alleyway. I live in a very bad area, so I made a mistake and I exposed myself after patrolling to whom I didn't even know aware what was going on. This was graduation night. It was kids out. Could have been kids just playing ding dong ditch for all I know. I got in my car, I shined my brights down the alleyway, and they all saw my vehicle, and then I went out again patrolling, like I planned on doing anyway. I had called the non-emergency line to let them know that what had taken place, that there could possibly be something going on I wasn't aware of, that I would like an officer to come out and check them out. After that, the officer showed up. The officer that showed up had advised me that he was worried for my safety. And he is very right, and I appreciate his concern. Any man having any kind of respect for a lady would have that concern. Me being in my own vehicle puts me in a target and a risk. I have children at home. I drive around in that same vehicle. So that's not okay. If by chance, this is what it said, if by chance, and I'm not going to say that I haven't heard it out on a call, that where's your hot reporter, or where's, the black Charger, and they've been specific, that alone has you targeted. That nobody was actually out to seek out myself. However, something in my area was going on, and if they got caught and thought that it was me that turned them in, then now I am a potential target. You got to be very careful about things. That's why I want to make it clear that we're not rats. We don't go looking for people to police, and we don't police our town. That you're going to commit your crimes, whether we're going to be there or not.
So basically,
And we don't post anything that people are actually taken into custody. That's already going to be public records.
So back to all of this stuff that you do, that the impetus is that we are helping the police in the right way.
Absolutely.
And we are helping to see that the city, people are notified about what's going on in their city in the right way.
No, for years we haven't had news.
Well, I'm saying about what we are doing.
Yes.
And we also need to just be able to be clear as to what we are doing that we're not doing, that people can't think that we're doing something to do exactly what you're speaking. So with all of that, we need to come to a close. Is there something you need to say to them, anybody?
Yes, what I want to say is just thank you so much for this. This is an opportunity for
Wait till you
us.
get the bill.
Yeah,
don't thank me till you get the bill.
Thank you so much because it's an opportunity. And I want to thank my team too.
Yeah,
Wonderful. Cassandra is doing a great job feeding people every single Saturday. We don't know how many homeless we are feeding every Saturday because of that. I thank my team, and we have some members that are not here today, like Abdul, Yohad, Margaret. We thank Dr. Joe, we thank Coach Kutan, that's the Coach Kutan, the PSR. And we thank the Family Beach Foundation in Senegal, doing a wonderful job too. And like always, I said, one can do it. We have to be together to do it.
Some of the things that you might need, we need to know how to contact you Monday. And when we go to see John Smith in the 501c3, you may be able to get some computers and a couple of things because we will hook you up. So let's try to see if we can, whatever you're doing on Monday, try to maybe come to Pasadena or something so we can meet with him. You'll know where he's at because he works with FEMA. And he really gets, he works with JPL Parsons and stuff, and these people have all these computers. So he's gonna have a candy store. I can do this, and stuff. So
just bring a truck.
I'm gonna put a blindfold on him, but we'd like to thank you, Eddie, for doing this show. Thank your wife. Thank my wife for that food.
Oh man, that was awesome, man. That was so
you better have your credit.
Well, thank you.
One more thing. I want to give my gratitude to John and his wife because I met them 6-7 years ago. I think maybe going on the 7th year. And when I was very active and helping a lot of people in the food industry. And he put me in Black History Parade every year and so on. And I donated so much to Jackie Robinson's Center. And then I met all my NAACP friends there, Deborah and everyone. And now I can't take the credit for doing lots of work. I am retired. However, when you're retired, you're actually a little more active. I spend a lot of time on my cell phone is my internet. All over globally, go everywhere. But I am disabled for now, but I hope to climb out of it. But I definitely do all the mental work, and I have wonderful volunteers and a wonderful man that lives and does things for me. And all thanks to you, I've gotten to be on TV, and there's so many more people that I want to bring on.
But
film a lot.
The TV thing is thanks to the Pasadena media.
It's Pasadena media.
Because Pasadena media opened the door for me.
It's where it started.
Now it's Eddie and the ugly eye or whatever.
Oh, I know.
So with that, we'd like to thank you,
lives
Eddie,
for that name.
for doing all your work today. With that, thank you for doing America. And we're going to put the captions in there of who was here today and who did what. We're going to get people to know. Thank you very much.
You're going to be able to have it edited too.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you follow us on Facebook. We're HemetEyeNews on Facebook. Just 2 words, HemetEyeNews. Our website is HemetEyeNews.com. Also, when you go to YouTube, we're also on YouTube as HemetEyeNews, 2 words, or HemetEyeNews on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to us. That way you can get our live stream every time we go. On live stream, you can follow us on YouTube. So thanks again, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. I'm EJ, your radio DJ, and I am that crazy guy with the lazy eye.
And I'm going to post it on Facebook every day and night. So it will be on here. This one will be on in 30 minutes. Oh, not yet. So I go to
cut the sound this time. Cut the sound this time, Eddie.
Send us the stuff, and Eddie will put it on, and we'll put it on.
Is it still live?
Okay, lady, you streaming now, huh?
far away.